everyone, welcome back to 25 Sweetpeas and welcome to a swatch video. It's been a little bit since we've done a full-on swatch video, and today I am going to be swatching the new China Glaze Jollywood Collection, which is their Christmas, or shall I say holiday 2020 collection, which I am so happy they did and that they did in full. It is a full 12-piece collection, which we have not had in a bit from China Glaze, so I'm pretty excited about it. Also, I feel like since they forewent their fall collection, you know, this was a good choice to get rid of the fall and keep holiday, because you guys know I'm team holiday over fall any day, and I'm very happy about it. There are a lot of really good polishes in this collection, and there's a lot of polishes that are going to be good beyond the holiday season, in my opinion. I feel like I've actually found some really good new staples for my collection, I would say. And we've got kind of a mixture of finishes as well. There's one that kind of dries down to a satiny-like finish, but of course I top everything off with a top coat anyway. But I'm really excited to swatch all of these. There's about the one thing that I thought was really interesting about this collection is that there's about two versions of each color. So there's like two purples, there's two reds, there's two blues, and I just thought that was really interesting. So like whenever you put all 12 of them together, it looks really neat because you've got two of each shade, and yet they're all completely different. Like you just saw two greens back to back, and they're both greens and they look nice together. I can't speak today, but yet they're still different. So I thought that was really fun, and I've not necessarily seen that in a collection from China Glaze or really any mainstreams recently. So I'm pretty excited about this overall collection. The theme of Jollywood sounds like a lot of fun, and just how it's all presented. So without further ado, let's get started swatching, because there are so many pretty polishes to get through, and I think we're all gonna really like them. So first up, we're gonna start with one called Slayer Line, and this one is really pretty and unique in my opinion. It was actually recently featured in like my favorite holiday mainstream releases video. If you already watched that, you already know about this one. But it's a really neat kind of, it appears gray at times, but then other times you get like this major blue tone to it, or a purpley tone. Almost at times you could call this like a metallic periwinkle. It's just a really unique shade with a fabulous formula. As you guys can see, I've put on 2 coats and it is just like perfect, and it's just such a unique color. I'm actually currently wearing it, and now it looks like slate gray. It's just really neat, and it's got a lot going on. Then we have Deck the Malls, and this one is more of a jelly based blue, so it's like kind of a navy base, I would say, and then you've got some really pretty like bluish or silvery glitters. It's hard to say which they are because of the jelly lake, but I think they're actually like silver glitters, but because they're floating in the blue jelly base that they appear more blue. This is covered really nicely in 2 coats. I feel like if you don't put on a top coat, it might be a bit textured, so you probably want to put on that top coat unless you like a textured polish. Then the next shade is called Snow Biz, and this one is more of your gray, or yeah, your gray metal, I would say. It covers really nicely in 2 coats. It has a really good, nice, foily, pretty finish in my opinion. I really like how they did these metallics in this collection because they're foily in a good way and still sparkly. I don't know, I really like them. And then Tinseltown, which is probably my favorite silver polish now that I've used in a while, is pretty great. It has such a sparkle factor to it, yet it's not like being a major glitter polish, which is cool. Again, it's just like a kind of a foily metallic shade that covered perfectly in 2 coats for me, and it's just a bright white silver, which I really like. Sometimes you can get a silver that feels like it has a little bit of gray in it, but this just feels like a straight up silver, which I'm loving. Then we have Melrose Fireplace, which is an interesting one. So you can tell that it's kind of like a neutral taupey khaki like shade. However, it does have a shimmer in it, and it almost has like little hollow glitters in there. I think it's an interesting one and hard one to describe, but maybe they're more just silver. For some reason I was thinking they were hollow, but now I'm looking at the bottle, they're just like little silver glitters in there, but they pick up the light and they really add something to it, and it's really pretty. Then we have Screen of VIXEN, and this is your more warm toned version of the last polish, so I would actually consider this like a muted gold, and this has a really pretty like shimmer to it as well. It's more of a finer sparkly bit, I would say, compared to like the metals that we've seen, but it has a similar glow to it, and I thought it was really pretty and covered well in 2 coats. Then the next shade is called VALET the SLEIGH, and this is like a good old glitter polish. And this is a purpley glitter polish that does have a lot of glitter going on in it, and it definitely feels like a glitter polish, I would say. Definitely one that you want to have a peel off base for, but it's really pretty, and it has like a silver and a purple glitter in it, so you like get a little contrast with the purple, because I feel like the purple glitter is a little bit more warmer tone than the actual base of the polish. The next shade is called Silent Nightlife, and this is kind of a pearly light purple, I would say. This one is not my favorite in the collection, but like there's also nothing wrong with it. It's really pretty, and it covers nicely in 2 coats, as you guys are gonna see here. It's just like this sort of finish is just not my personal favorite, even though this one was like very good for this type of finish. Like I didn't have to worry about brush strokes, like they dried down and went away, so I thought that was really cool. The next one we have a CELEBRI-TREE, and this is like a jelly green base polish with like little green bar glitters or silver bar glitters. Yeah, I think it's a mixture of both green and silver, but it could just be that jelly base. And this is the first polish with bar glitters that I've actually really liked. Like it was super easy to apply. They didn't hang off the edge of my nail, and I didn't have to do any extra work on that part of it, which I thought was really cool. Then the next green is called Famous for Sure, and this is very much like the purple one that we just looked at, or the lavender one that we just looked at, where it's kind of that pearly like finish, which again is not my favorite sort of finish. However, I will say that it has a really good formula. Like there's no brush stroke issues or anything, so it's just like not my personal favorite. It's a really actually a good polish because it covers perfectly in 2 coats, and I had no worries about brush strokes, which is kind of a rare thing to find with this sort of like finish in my opinion. So there it is, perfectly in 2 coats. Then we have Yule Jewels, and these 2 reds are kind of hard to tell apart on camera, but this one is a bit more I guess you could say bright. I would also say that this one has a bit more orange in it compared to the next one, and this one covers really nicely in 2 coats. It kind of looks like it's a cream, but it does have a really fine red scattered shimmer throughout it, I would say. Then the next shade is called Santa Monica CLAUS, and this is just like a little bit deeper than the last one. I feel like there is no orange tone in this one, so that's a big difference. But again, without them being side by side, you'd be like, well, this and this is the same polish. It's not. Put them side by side, you can definitely tell the difference, but you probably don't need both. Pick if you like more red orange, then go, an orange red, then go for the first one. But if you like more of a true red, then you want the last one, which was Santa Monica CLAUS. And that one was really pretty, but it does have a kind of an orange scattered glitter in there as well. So it's kind of interesting how they definitely accent each other, but they're different reds, but from afar apart, they would look like maybe they're the same. That was kind of confusing, but hopefully you stayed up with me. And yeah, that is a look at the final full collection. I feel like it's a really fun, well-rounded holiday collection. Actually, one of the more festive collections, in my opinion, that I have seen this year. I feel like a lot of the holiday collections were a bit more targeted towards kind of like New Year's Eve, or just like glitter and sparkle, or what maybe people think of as party colors, rather than like the actual holiday season. I liked that this did have your traditional red and green and blue, and of course metals, because I think we all think of metals as well in the holiday season. So I just felt like this one was a little bit more well-rounded of a holiday collection if you want a stereotypical holiday collection. But of course, I like untraditional and stereotypical. So either way, I am happy. But that is this full swatch video. I realized that this was a little bit longer of a swatch video than we've had in a bit, but it was a big collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your favorite shade was down below. And I think that is officially it. So I will stop here. I hope you are having a wonderful day, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye!